everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk about day number, I think 4 days altogether. Yes, because my word count on 7 and 8 day was 0. I did not upload any kind of update especially for that one. And today is the 10th day of the rough draft challenge, and I have completed 15k, and that's a kind of really good news. Though I was thinking of doing much more, and in the leftover daytime I may do more than 15k also, that I'll be updating the next day. And generally I don't feel like updating when my word count is 0, so that's the thing that I didn't specially create a video for that thing. But now it's almost a week. 10 days means more than a week for rough draft challenge. So how I'm feeling? Actually, I am feeling a little anxious and nervous about it, because I really have to fight and be with pace to keep actually the right word count of the day updated, because it is not that easy. It is not that easy, and at the same time I would like to say that you have to kind of little go in isolation to write the right words. The story has to make a lot of sense. For that you need to think also, and when actually you have not made a lot of pre-planning and pre-plotting thing, then you take time in writing down the different courses of the story. I don't invest a lot of time in making the sentences. Actually, it's very easy for me to get to the right nerve of the character, but the toughest part is to crack up the course of the story, especially when you have not pre-plotted. So cracking up the course of the story is quite challenging, and for that I think one way, if you are a pantser like me, the biggest tip I can give to you is to actually write down the name of the characters as you are proceeding, because if there are many characters, sometimes what happens in while going forward in the story, you may miss one of the characters. It happened with me. That is why I'm sharing this with you. I totally ignored one of the characters and its part was totally missing. I had to go back in the story, and then I had to create a different course of story for that character so that it joins the other characters in the front. And that is the truth. It happened with me. So this is really a funny thing, because sometimes I have 10 characters in a story, and if you miss one and you are going forward with the 9 characters, so actually you're missing one, and that one is, you just cannot ignore the characters, because while writing the story is a different thing, but when you are a reader of the story, then you can easily make out that where is that character gone. So these things, the tip is that as you create a new character, write down the name of the character. When you create more courses, twists and turns in the story, and you move forward in the story, so carry all the characters so that they have their own parts to play. And I have a pet in my story, and suddenly I forgot that there was a pet in the story. And when I recalled that there was a pet in the story, then there was no part for that pet for a very long time. I had to go back and change the course of the story. So these things actually take time, and that is quite funny, but that happens with me. I don't know whether it happens with you or not, but that happened with me. So these are some things that I'm sharing with you, the behind the scenes things or insights of writing a story with too many characters. So this is one thing. Then in case you have not checked out the cover reveal of my upcoming book, Vintage Cups, so better check out. That is a new book cover reveal. And that is a new surprise for everyone. Actually, that cover and that whole thing is very dear to my heart, because I have been planning upon this story from 2 years. So yeah, and I have not been able to write it down because I really did not get time amongst the other books. And how I'm planning to write it down is I'm planning to write it down in chunks throughout the year, next year, because the release I've kept in is I guess November next year. So if I write down in chunks throughout the year, it's gonna become a big, thick novel, and I want to really make it one of my longest and biggest and most beautiful story, because I have a lot of things to convey through that story, and I have a beautiful plot, a beautiful scenario for that story, and I'm sure everybody gonna enjoy the story Vintage Cups a lot. So check that out. It will be quite late. It is there full 1 year time for that story to be released, but still I am really looking forward to write it down, because now is the time that I just want to write it down. There's so many things in my mind regarding that story that I just cannot resist myself. I really want to write it down. So it happens very few times. It happened the first time when I was writing Building Net Castles. Like, that was a story that I just couldn't resist. It had to be written and it just came out in no time. And I'm getting the same kind of feeling with this Vintage Cup. So let's see what happens. I cannot say how it's gonna go, how long it's gonna go, and but yes, I'm sure it's gonna be very, very nice. So that's all the update from my end on day 10. I told you I'm at 15k words. For the next update, stay tuned and keep on visiting my channel. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. At the same time, stay tuned. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.